What's up, guys? Karma Cash Flow here. Sorry, my daughter's like running in and out of here today. So, welcome to the stream. I am so happy and thankful that you all are here with me today. Today, we are talking about membership sites. I have had quite a few in the past, and I, run a couple now. Soon to be three currently at the moment. So, we have two currently. And we have another one coming up soon, the Karma Cash Flow membership, which will be maybe ready for beta testers before the end of the month. So that's really, really exciting for me. Let me know real quick in the chat if you can hear me okay, you can see me okay, and all that good stuff. Real quick, let me just say hi to a couple of people. Consult a Blind Guy, thanks for being here, my friend. Susan also. Susan says, morning karma, a subject I have been toying with. Yeah, like I said in the chat, I'm still toying with it as well. Even though I've had really successful memberships in the past and a couple successful ones currently, I still consider myself, toying with them. I wouldn't consider myself someone at the caliber of knowledge of memberships like Stu McLaren. Or something like that, but I know enough. I've had multiple super successful memberships in the past, and we're just going to talk about that today. Simply OBS is in the house. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else. I scrolled up quite a bit. Rhino Dog 34. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for being here. What is your why in the house? What is up, brother? Thanks for being here. I think you had contacted me over Instagram, and I wasn't able to get back with you. Like I was pressing, replying to you, and it wouldn't let me send it. So I'll figure that out and get back with you. Aaron Waller in the house. How's it going, Aaron? Thanks for being here. Ooh, Tandalea. How is it going? Nice of you to be here. By the way, Tandalea, if you have any good multi-family properties coming up, let me know. Contact me over in my Cash Flow Army group, and let me know what you got going on, on that type of thing. So again, we are going to be talking about membership sites. If you have a question specifically about membership sites, or really just about anything, go ahead, put the word question all in caps first. That way I can see it easier, and I'll go ahead and answer your questions. So again, today we're going to be talking about membership sites. Membership sites to me are really, really important. It is one of the best possible business platforms that you can have to build passive income online. It's very, very easy to do. Very easy to get started with, as long as you have a few key things in order. One of the things that, one of the reasons that I like membership sites is because it's consistent, reliable income, all right? Every single month, your clients or customers, however you want to call them, I generally refer to everybody in my memberships as clients. It just kind of makes it more intimate, more natural for me. It's a much higher, greater caliber than just a customer. Customer comes in and might buy a pair of earbuds and they walk out and you never see them again. But people that come to me, that purchase anything from me or become a member in my community, they are clients because I have a relationship with them, and I try to further that relationship, and I try to recommend only things that they would benefit from, not just shove a sale down their throat. So to my eyes, that's a client. So how's it going, Francis? Francis is in the house. Kathy's also here as well. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you here. But yeah, membership sites, they have consistent, reliable income because the members that are in your membership are going to be paying you month after month after month. And that's one of the things that I really, really like about it is that, if I want to go on vacation for a week and, let's say I go to Colorado. again. And, I'm in Breckenridge, Colorado, enjoying my holiday. Those members are still paying. They're still getting content. They're still interacting with the community and so forth. And I'm still making money in that process, even though I've taken a vacation. Now, most of you, if you have a job, a typical 9 to 5 job, you take a vacation, you don't get paid. All right. There are the rare occurrence, where people will get vacation pay. But generally speaking, if you just go up to your boss, hey, I'm taking next week off, chances are you're not going to get paid for that. Whereas something with like a membership site, you are, and it's absolutely awesome. It's absolutely brilliant. The other thing that I really like about membership sites is that you own and control your community, not someone else. If you have a Facebook group over on Facebook and you're interacting with that community and so forth, Facebook owns that community. You do not. And that's one of the reasons that I like to build my membership site off of a social platform like that. Give me just 1 second, guys. My wife is taking off. Can I have a kiss, please? Okay. She's taking off. I'll see you in a minute. And she didn't want to bother us here. But yeah, you own and control your community. People come in, they interact with you. You have their contact information, their names, their emails, and even further on, you may have their addresses, their phone numbers. You may talk with them personally. But you control and own all of that data. You don't want to leave it to something else or a different company in order to control all that. And that's one of the things that I really like about membership sites. Another thing that I really like about membership sites is that it's inexpensive and reliable source of market data. So if I want to test things, I have data there that can help me make those decisions. I am a data-driven business person. I look at my analytics every single day, and I make decisions based off of those numbers that I see. So it's a really good, reliable source of data that helps you figure out your market better, figure out what needs to be implemented better. Maybe people are asking me to do a webinar or something on real estate investing. All right. Because I have all that data and I have my members in my community, I can, create that webinar or course specifically for them. And it's really, really nice. You also maximize your per customer value with the membership. So the longer that a person stays with you, the more money, they put into the membership, the more money is going to fund your business. So, if your membership is, let's just hypothetically say it's $100 for ease of math, and they stay for 10 months, right? That's $1,000 that you have acquired. That's the lifetime value of that customer. And it's not just a one-time sale. And that's the thing that I really like about memberships, is that it's not a one-time sale. I'm not a fan of, lifetime memberships. So you pay, even if it's $5,000 for a lifetime of the membership, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of annual pays either. I like consistency, because if I have I'm just kind of thinking out of the box. I don't actually have a lot of notes here. I'm just kind of going off of just some rudimentary notes. But if you go the annual route and you're paying, one time, and you have an entire year to be a part of a membership, at the end of that year, all right, you're going to get an email or something talking about how it's about to renew. And more often than not, you're not going to renew that membership. And that is the general standing of annual paid memberships. All right. That's why I like monthly recurring memberships. And I usually don't do a lifetime or an annual pay. It's almost always a monthly pay because I want that consistency coming in. And it's a good stable market for new products, new campaigns. Testing out stuff. It's really really awesome. Deb is in the house. How's it going, Deb? Thanks for being here. Um, Orelli. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Again, I say this almost every show. I'm terrible with names. But thank you for being here. Um, Kathy says, I definitely prefer the monthly payment for consistency. Yeah, absolutely. In almost every single one of the memberships that I've had and have, we only do monthly pays. And I like it for that consistency. It's awesome. Um, Now, let me talk to you a little bit about uh, the membership sites that I have had in the past. So, my first interaction with the membership site came, oh my God, like 10, 11 years ago. I think it was 11 years ago. I created a membership site that was all on self defense. So I was teaching people how to defend themselves online. Uh, and deal not just with technique based, if a person throws a punch at you, you would defend this way type stuff. I was dealing a lot with the psychological and emotional effects of a conflict and a confrontation, how to de escalate that threat prior to it ever getting to a physical confrontation. But I also taught physical confrontation as well, and it did okay. All right, I'm not going to say that it went really well. We had, good amounts of members, enough that it was a little bit more than breaking even, but it wasn't super successful. All right, it wasn't until about, I guess it was 2014, 2015, when I created a membership that was teaching people how to trade in the currency market. So for those that don't know, I trade in the currency markets, what we call the forex market, or the foreign exchange market, every day. Like I'm a trader, and a lot of my money, is made and some lost in the currency markets. But I've done extremely well for myself since I started trading. And I decided at one point, because friends and family were asking me, "Hey, dude, how do you trade?" And so I started to create a podcast. We actually had the largest podcast in the world for currency trading at the time, which is no more. I've actually taken it down because I don't teach trading anymore. I still do it, but I don't teach it. And eventually, we created a membership platform, and I was self-hosted over on WordPress, and I used Wishlist Member and some other tools for my membership. And my membership was $397 per month. All right, it did vary from time to time, depending on any type of sales that I was doing or anything. It could range from $297. I even tried at one point a $67 per month membership. And I'll tell you this right off the bat, it's really weird, but that $67 membership did not do, and it was the exact same thing as the $397 membership, didn't do as well as a $397 membership. So when I split tested them, and the only difference was price, the $397 one did 10x better than the $67 one because there was more perceived value there. And in our $397 membership, we had more than 1,000 members as part of our membership. And I think it was before I cut it, it was something like 1132 or something like that, like 1,132 members, all paying $397 per month. All right. So that I consider a super, super successful membership site. And while we were doing paid advertising for it as well to market it, to advertise it, we were getting on average about, 2.5 times what we were putting out. So if we spent, a dollar, we were getting $2.50 back. So I consider that a very, very super successful membership. We have a membership that we actually just launched. When was it? Like 3 months ago. And it's a jiu-jitsu membership. And we have more than 1,800 people in our membership. And, they're paying anywhere between $27 a month and $49.99 or $50 a month. So, the majority of them are paying the $27 a month, while others are paying $49. I think we have maybe an 80-20 split, so 80% are paying $27 and 20% are paying the $49.99. And we actually just created a new level, which is $44.99, so that it's kind of a forced choice, but I'm not going to get into that now. So it, I know memberships, pretty decently. Again, I'm no super duper expert like Stu McLaren or some other people. I recommend Stu McLaren a lot. I also recommend the membership guys. So if you go check out their podcast, the membership guys, go check them out on Facebook and YouTube and everything. They are phenomenal at what they teach, and they are, both of them, the membership guys and Stu, are all geared to teaching memberships. I teach memberships, I teach affiliate marketing, and I teach how to build courses as well. But I love memberships, almost as much as anything else. I love affiliate marketing. I love, developing courses. I love memberships, but memberships I don't know. It's hard for me to choose between affiliate marketing and memberships, because both of them have a huge impact in my income. So we're gonna get into how to build a membership site here in a second. Let me just see what's going on in the chat. Kathy says, I bet self-defense membership would do well these days. Yeah, our jiu-jitsu membership is just off the hook right now. It's really fantastic. And it's funny because, we're driving traffic to it. And I'm going to talk about this in just a minute. But we're driving traffic to it. And I thought Facebook would be, the best choice for running advertising for our jiu-jitsu membership. And it turned out that it's terrible, or it has been terrible anyway. For the past couple of months, we have not been seeing hardly any results. So no matter what ads we throw up, no matter what angle we're coming at it through, how much we're spending, it doesn't really matter. We're getting like a 0.56 or 0.58% click-through rate, which is terrible. Then we switched over and moved into doing some advertising over on Twitter, and it just completely blowing everything out of the water. I'm making more money with my Twitter ads than anything else. Like it's insane. For every dollar we spend, we get like $6 back. So it's crazy. But I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Self-defense memberships these days are working really, really well. That is so crazy. More expensive, more value perceived. Yeah, absolutely. And, I was trying, to give as much value as I could, especially with my $397 membership. I was going live every single day, 5 days a week, to my clients, teaching them how to trade in the market so that they can actually see my screen. They know exactly what I'm doing. They can see me take live trades and put my money where my mouth is. And saw, month after month after month, I was blowing everybody out of the water. So, I was giving them that value. I was also taking a few people aside here and there that I saw asking really good questions and posting in our community chat room, helping other people out. I'd call them up on the phone personally, thank them, and talk to them one-on-one and try to fix their problem. So I was trying to give as much value as possible. It just, I killed it. And that's a huge membership. But I killed it because it was kind of killing me. I would lie awake at night, wondering if this was the right thing. I'd wake up in cold sweats and just going nuts because I didn't like what I was doing at the time, and eventually I decided to kill it. But that was a huge income gone from us. But I think it's worth my sanity to get rid of it, even though we were making just an insane amount of money with the membership. I felt my health was better off not having it. Um, Early says monthly is great. I think it helps with engagement because you're still paying, so you want to use the new content versus the one-time payment and life access. You're not in a rush to use the content. Absolutely. It's really funny that you say it because I'm in Pat Flynn's SBI Pro, and I purposely am paying every single month instead of the annual payment. And I did this because I knew if I paid that yearly payment that I wouldn't use it as much. I wouldn't be in there interacting as much. So I purposely paid monthly, and it was for that reason. Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's see what else is going on. Scully, House of Thrillers in the house. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for being here. Let's get into what we need to do to build a membership site. Is that something that you're interested in, guys? Let me know in the chat if you're interested. And if you've gotten any amount of value from this, please go ahead, smash that like button. Let me know that you're receiving even the slightest tiny bit of value. And I'm going to take a drink real quick. Got to have coffee. And these are pretty big cups as well. I don't know the size of this cup, but I think this is like my 6th or 7th cup already. So I drink a lot of coffee. I drink pots of coffee every single day. You will see me, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, drinking coffee because that's when I wake up, and my coffee maker automatically makes my coffee in the morning. And I get up, I drink my coffee, and I'm drinking coffee every single minute of the day. And you'll see me drinking coffee at 7, 8 o'clock at night. So that is me. Susan's asking, question, what are some things you can offer in a membership site that would want someone to spend the money to join? We're going to talk about that in just a second. I will answer that. But just give me a couple of minutes. Gotta run through some things first. So number one in building a membership site is, and most people don't want to hear this, but build an audience first. All right, that's something that we did with our jiu-jitsu membership. Like, we have a YouTube channel for our jiu-jitsu stuff that has almost 30,000 subscribers on there, and we had, I think it was like 28,500 subscribers before we ever decided to launch the membership. And so that when we launch, we didn't launch to crickets. All right. You want to be able that when you launch, whether it be in beta or whether you launch, full on, like a founders or whatever, that you have someone to market to, that you don't have to rely solely on paid advertising. Because if you don't have an audience first, you have to rely on paid advertising and other ways to try and acquire customers. If you have an audience first, whether that be on social media, whether it be here on YouTube, whatever that case is, you can just literally tell them one day, hey guys, we have this new membership, blah, blah, blah. If the first 100 people that get in get it at this price, whatever that case is, and you can slam as many people as you can into that membership. And in our first month of having our jiu-jitsu membership, I think we had 389 people or something like that in our. I don't quote me on these numbers. I'm trying to remember, but I don't have the actual statistics in front of me. But we had a lot of people because we already had a pre-existing fan base, an audience. We were emailing the people that were on our list. We were telling everybody over on YouTube and on other channels. But that's step one, is building an audience first. And you have to decide who this membership is for. How does the membership site serve them and help them? What problems are you going to overcome with this membership? And you got to kind of figure all this out before ever creating the membership, before ever even planning out your membership model, is deciding on who this membership is for and building that audience specifically for that. And then once you have built your audience, you want to start telling them about your membership site to get them excited even before you've ever created anything. All right. I've been telling people about my Passive Income Success Path course, which is not done yet. I have not sold a single course of that yet, but I'm still telling people about it. All right. I'm telling people about my membership coming up that nothing is done for that yet. All right. I'm getting the word out there to let people know what I'm going to do and what I'm working on to get them excited, to get them to know about my stuff first. All right. Hey, Stacy. I see Stacy's in the house. How's it going? Oh, Francis as well. How's it going, Francis? Francis says, yes, have struggled with the idea of doing a membership site, but I'm warming up to it, worried about maintenance and giving enough value. We're all worried about giving enough value. I don't think that there's a single creator out there that isn't concerned with, am I going to provide enough value, for my people? And we'll get to how much content and value to provide as well. Number 2 is to plan out your membership model. So this is before you ever start producing content or whatever, you have to plan out what type of membership site you're going to have. Are you going to do a front end model or a back end model? A front end model is generally something that is cheaper and sold up front. So if you look at something like Spotify is a upfront membership model. So it's $10 a month, it's $14 a month, it's quite cheap, and it's something that you can market to people right off the bat. Even if they have no idea who you are yet, it's something that you can market to. This could also be a free membership as well. I try to talk about my Cash Flow Army community, and that's kind of a membership, and it's free. And that would be a kind of an upfront model. A back end model is more expensive and usually sold on the back end. So once a person comes into my world and they're getting emails from me, then I start to build that relationship, and then I start to talk about my back end modeled membership. And that's how I used to do my my $397 a month membership. Is first I would bring them into my world. It might be through a landing page, it might be through some other way. They get on my email list, I build that relationship with them, and then I start talking about my membership that I have, and I start pointing them to different entry points to that membership. And generally, when you build the relationship first, you can support having a much higher cost than if a front end model. If you try to do a front end model where you're just driving cold traffic to your membership and it's $397, you're not going to get very many people wanting to do that, because they have no idea who you are yet. They have no pre-existing relationship with you, and so you need to decide, if you're going to have a membership of, let's just say, you're going to teach people how to do wire jewelry, right? My wife does jewelry with wire, and she does absolutely brilliant stuff. And if she wanted to do a membership on how to do this stuff, she could do like a $10, $15 membership right up front and drive cold traffic to it, and she would get a good amount of them signing up. But if she wanted to do the same thing and charge even $100, chances are she's not going to be able to sell nowhere near as many, if any, right up front to cold traffic. She needs to build that relationship with them first. People are still going on in about coffee. Yeah. Oh, since I said coffee, let me go ahead and take another sip. Hey, Scully, how many coffees have you had already? Just 2? That's sad. That's sad. You got to get a little bit more. You also have to decide on, is your website or your membership going to be community based? Is it going to, have a course attached to it that, is it going to be dripped out? Is it going to be something that is going to be, they get full access to that course right away. I generally don't do a lot of drip courses, but there are times that I do. Like one of the things that we did with our most recent membership, our jiu-jitsu membership, we have now 3 different plans, and the first plan, which is a $27 plan, only gives you module 1. There are 6 modules, and from white belt to blue belt, contains all the curriculum in all 6 modules, but they only get module 1, and they have to complete module 1 first. They have to take a test and everything like that before they ever get module 2. And I consider that a drip, and you can do something like that, or you can just give it all to them. So when a person signs up for my membership, all right, they will get access to my Passive Income Success Path course. And when they do that, it most likely will be dripped out daily. So every day they're going to get one particular section opened up to them, so that they can actually consume that content. They can work on the stuff before they move on to the next set, so that it doesn't overwhelm. If you provide too much value up front, you will overwhelm your clients, and they will leave. I guarantee it. This is something that I've done multiple times and regretted it, and had to change things around in order to stop the overwhelm from happening. So you could, let's say you have 5 different courses. If you only allow them to consume just one course, that course doesn't have to be dripped out, but they only get that one course now. And then maybe next month, after they've taken the time to consume that course, you open up the second course, and then the third course a month after that, and then the fourth course a month after that. Like, you can do all types of stuff. You just have to decide on what you're going to do. Are you going to have a service or consulting based membership model? And this is something that I kind of did a hybrid. That's another version. I did a hybrid of all of these, where I had my membership site, which was a back-end model. It was, very heavily community based. I had multiple courses, so I dripped out the courses, not the lessons in the course. So they would get course 1, then they, a month later they get course 2, and so forth. And I also did consulting as well. So it was kind of a hybrid mosh podge of all these different types of models. And it all just comes down to planning and deciding what you want to do first. All right. So we're building our audience first, and then we're planning out our membership model after that, before we ever decide to, go ahead and launch something. All right. We have to plan first. I'm a big planner. Number 3, Xenia and Vlada in the house. Thank you for catching the live stream, my friend. Really appreciate you. Let's see. Grandma's Wealth Wisdom is asking, what software do you use for the drip idea? We have a membership. We have to approve clients' homework before they move forward. I use Thinkific right now for pretty much every membership site. You can build off of Member Mouse or Wishlist Member or anything like that, and do what you want to do on like a WordPress-based website. But I personally like Thinkific, and actually Xenia and Vlada were the ones that really got me interested in Thinkific. So I was with Teachable before that, and I've had my own platforms in the past as well. But for this new platform, I was just looking around, and I didn't really know what I really wanted. And they introduced me to Thinkific. And I got a hold of their Pinterest course, which is awesome. You should go check it out. And went through it, and I just noticed the design and the functionality of Thinkific was much nicer and smoother and user-friendly for me, at least, than Teachable and others were. Kajabi, Kartra I was using. And so I decided to go pretty much all in with Thinkific. So, when we decided to do this online jiu-jitsu membership, and the Karma Cash Flow membership and courses and everything will also be hosted on Thinkific. I love Thinkific. It's fantastic. There are links in the description below if you want to check that out. And it's awesome. I use Thinkific for just about everything. You can drip stuff out to them. Assignments. You can have assignments where a person has to complete something before you open up anything else. And that could be manual. It could also be automatic. But for our Jiu-Jitsu membership, the testing, like for the $27 membership, when they go through module 1 and they test, that is a manual process, right? And we purposely created that because we have to give feedback. So they have to give us a video of them doing the techniques, explaining what they're doing and all of this stuff. And, one of us, instructors need to sit down, watch that video, make sure that they're doing anything, wrong. And we have to critique them back in video format. And then we have to go in and manually open up module 2. You can do it that way, or depending on what you're doing as far as assignments and testing and surveys go, it could be manual, it could be automatic. Just really depends on how you want to set things up. Kathy saying, don't overwhelm or people will leave. Dude, mark my word. That is the number one reason that people leave a membership, is overwhelmed. All right, you can ask any guru, Stu McLaren, the membership guys, whoever. The number one reason that people leave a membership, it is 100% people are overwhelmed. That's the number one reason that people leave, is they are completely overwhelmed. You've provided too much stuff for them. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. I'll give you an example, right? Everybody sees that I have a ukulele there, right? Right. I play the ukulele, and you can't see I have a absolutely beautiful BC Rich guitar over there made of koa wood. It was thousands and thousands of dollars. It's absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I'll bring it on the show one day. But talking about the ukulele real quick, I'm part of a membership from a company called Uke Like the Pros, right? And they teach everything about how to play the ukulele. And I joined the membership. I actually paid for the year. I didn't pay monthly because it was a cost factor. There was a much better cost on the annual than on the monthly. So I went ahead and decided to do that. But I got in, and it's hosted over on Kajabi, and not knocking Kajabi or anything like that. But there's like 17 different courses. All right, maybe more. I don't know. But from what I can see on my dashboard, there's like 17, 20 different courses on there, all different levels. There's so much stuff. And, they have Zoom calls and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know where to start, right? I'm new at playing the ukulele. I've been playing guitar since I was like 10. But the ukulele, I'm a root beginner. I know 5 chords. I know how to strum, basic finger picking and so forth. But I go into this membership, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. I don't know where to start. So to tell you the truth, in the past week and a half, I have not been on the membership site. All right. I'm picking up my ukulele every single day to practice what I already know. But I kind of don't want to get in there because it's too overwhelming. And I've been trying. I've been joining in on the Zoom calls. They have Zoom calls 3 or 4 times a week, which is awesome. But I've been trying to get them to, kind of tell me, where do I start? What is the very first thing that I should be doing? Because I'm the type of person, I need a logical step-by-step order, and there's just so much stuff, I don't know where to start. And I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to do it. And I keep trying to ask, where do I start? Where do I start? And my question's not getting answered. So what do you think I'm doing? Nothing. All right. If I was paying a monthly subscription for the membership, I would not continue my membership. All right. I have it for a year. Maybe I'll figure it out at some point. But right now, if I was paying monthly, I wouldn't be staying. Guaranteed. Way too much information. And it's so overwhelming. Don't know where to start. If you are doing that in your membership, I guarantee you people are going to leave. Guaranteed. So, what is this? Agree with Xenia and Vlada. You have to sleep. What is sleep? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that is. um, Grandma Wealth Wisdom is asking what software do you use for the drip idea? Oh, okay. I already. Oh wait. Um, oh, you actually have Thinkific. Yeah, you can do it through Thinkific. Um, look into um, their knowledge base, and maybe even go into Thinkific has a community where you can ask questions, and you can figure out how to do it uh, automatically as well. So, uh, Michael in the house, how's it going, my friend? Need to definitely rethink my membership site. Maybe. Xenia and Vlada saying love Thinkific. It is great, isn't it? I absolutely love Thinkific. Maybe one day, I'll be able to work, something out with them. But yeah, it's fantastic. Um, just kind of going through the chat real quick. Scully's House of Thrillers. This is great to know. I have been on the fence about Thinkific or Teachable. Yeah, I mean, Teachable is a great platform. It truly is. And both of them are always continuing to grow. Just at this current time, I just prefer and like Thinkific a lot more than I do Teachable. If Teachable was a little bit more customizable, if they had just a few key elements that I'm looking for, then maybe I would stay with Teachable. I would have stayed with Teachable. I still recommend it to people because I think it's a great platform. I just prefer Thinkific. And you should go Thinkific too. um, Xenia and Vlada saying, proud to bring Karma Cash Flow to Thinkific. I will be bragging with that when he's one of the big names on Thinkific. I don't know. I try to stay away from being the big, name on anything. Like, take ClickFunnels, for example, right? I make a huge amount of money from ClickFunnels affiliate. But I've literally purposely asked Russell and the team at ClickFunnels to keep my name off of things. All right, I've done that on purpose because I don't want everybody trying to funnel hack me with all of my sites and everything like that. And so I purposely kept my name out of things. And I probably would on Thinkific as well. Let's see. Denny and Vlada is shouting out to Scully that Thinkific has a free version you can try out. They absolutely do. It's awesome. Let's see. Friends is saying, oh, fun. I want to learn guitar. Yeah, guitar's fun. Been doing it for forever. I actually had a band, and it was really funny. So back when I was a kid, I know I'm sidetracking here, but when I was a teenager, I had a band, and we played, rock, Metallica like. Metallica is, of course, one of my favorite bands. Metallica and Pink Floyd are my top two favorite bands of all time. And so, like, we played at Battle of the Bands at our school. And we, had just played, and another group who wasn't even part of our school ended up showing up, and they let them play, which I have no idea why they let them play. Because it was supposed to be, the people at our school. And there was apparently a talent scout there. We came in second. They came in first. And they got a record deal out of it. And for those that don't know, that band is Seven Mary 3. And I've disliked them ever since. But had they not played, we would have gotten number one and gotten a record contract. And who knows where that would have gone, but I wouldn't be here. So maybe it's probably a good thing that it never happened. Let's see. Question: can you explain a bit more on creating a membership on the back end? If I already have a site, would creating education be a good enough reason to create a membership section? If I already have a site, would creating education be a good enough reason to create a membership section? You want to create a membership site to give extra value and bring a sense of, a much greater community to your members than anything. That's what a membership site is about. It's about having that community, having a direct relationship and connection to you. And that's what people want. I'm part of SPI Pro, so that I can have a direct relationship with certain individuals. I've been in some really really high level $100,000 per year or greater masterminds and memberships, so that I could have access to certain individuals and be part of a particular community that I want. And if you can create a membership that is course based or community based or consulting based, whatever, if it can help your members better, do it. All right, absolutely do it. Number three, I know I'm spending a lot of time here sidetracking. Number three is plan out membership levels and what they consist of. So like I said, we used to have two memberships in, levels for our jiu-jitsu membership, which was $27 and $49.99. And we just actually opened up a third membership level, which is $44.99. So 27, 44, and 49. Now, the reason that we decided, this is a little bit of kind of secret ninja hacks, that we decided on this middle tier, right, the $44.99, and there's not much difference in price between the 44 and the 49, right? Just $5 difference, right? But you get so much more value with the 49 than you do with the 44, right? The 27, of course, you get the least amount of value for. Even though we're still providing a ton of value, it's a lot less than the $49 one. So what this $44 one does is it gives you a forced choice, all right? So if I didn't have that, if I only had two membership plans, the $27 and the $49 one, you see a huge gap, a huge difference. $27, $49, all right? Generally speaking, when you have something of that discrepancy, the person is going to typically choose the cheaper of the plan, right? But the second that I introduce that third choice, right, the 44 and 49, people are no longer looking at the $27 one as much. They only see the 44 and the $49 choice, right? And they see how much different it is between the two, not just on a monetary level, but how much they get on that $49 one, that we have seen a huge uptick on the I don't have the numbers, that's why I'm not giving any statistics, but we've seen a huge uptick on people purchasing the $49 one versus the $27 one. So let's just hypothetically say, only 10% of people coming in were purchasing that $49 one, and these are just crap numbers, so don't take any of these. Take all these with a grain of salt. But if it was a 90-10 split, 90% were going for 27, and then 10% were going for the $49 one. Now it's like 30%, 35% going for the 49 versus the 27. So, and it's called a forced choice. So you're giving them three options, but really you're not. They only really have two choices, because not many people are going to choose that $44 one. All right, it is only $5 cheaper than the biggest plan, the platinum plan, but the platinum plan provides so much more value. It's insane, and they see this stuff and they're like, "Wow, for only $5 more, I get all of this? Are you kidding me? I'll take that." All right, so you need to plan your membership levels out. That's where I'm going with all this, and what each of those memberships actually consist of. And if you do want to, try to figure out a way that you can do that forced choice to make it so that they look a lot more at the higher level plan than just at the lower level plan. Number 4 is, how often are you going to upload content, and what's that structure look like, right? So memberships that are content based, whether it be drips or whatever, How often are you going to upload? Like, I know one person, they upload only once a week. I know people that upload once a day. We upload, honestly, whenever we can, but we have already, I'm going to say, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 400 videos on our jiu-jitsu site currently. And so we upload, whenever we can. So like when our master instructor Dave comes into town, we will do maybe we first film a seminar that he does, and then we might film maybe a half a dozen to a dozen curriculum videos. And he comes in like every 6 weeks, and we'll push out that content when we can. But you need to decide, how often you're going to upload content and what that structure looks like. How are you going to, put it into different modules? Are you going to create different courses? How often are you going to upload content? Number 5, how are you going to market and advertise your membership site? So are you going to do something on the front end? Maybe you're putting out blog posts and telling people about it. You're over on YouTube telling people about it. You're driving paid advertising to it. You're only telling people that are on your email list. This will come back to your what you decide on front end model or back end model. But you need to put a plan together on, excuse me guys. Sorry, that is my partner, actually, for the jiu-jitsu membership and everything. But this comes back to front end model or back end model, and you have to decide on how you're going to market it and how you're going to advertise it. I do believe in advertising, as you know. I'm really, really big into advertising, but you need to have some offline organic methods as well, not just throwing money at trying to grow your membership. So definitely have to plan all that out as well. The next is pick your platforms. All right. So we just talked about Thinkific. I use Thinkific, and I use Circle as my community. All right. I was using Twist before that, and I was using what was I using before Twist? Mighty Networks. I was using Mighty Networks before that. And while those are good, I really enjoy Circle. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to build my community there and host my membership and courses type stuff over on Thinkific. So all my courses, all my membership, platform and everything is there, but my community is over on Circle. And it doesn't matter where you go, what you do. If you want to build a forum on your website, that is, protected through a paywall for your members, and you can host your courses there and maybe host the actual videos on Vimeo or something like that. You just got to decide on what platforms you're going to use and just go all out. Don't try to change, in the middle of things. I changed a couple of times for my community because I was just experimenting with stuff. I had not decided yet on what I was going to use. I didn't decide until like 3 weeks ago on what I was going to use. And when I got into whenever it was that Pat actually launched SPI Pro, that's when I decided that day. It was actually that day that I got into SPI Pro that I was going to use Circle from that point on. So definitely pick your platforms. Number 7 was market and advertise. That's where we were. Market and advertise, are you going to do word of mouth? Are you going to do ads? Are you going to do content marketing and SEO? Maybe you're doing blog posts over on someone else's, you're guest posting over on someone else's blog, or you're posting over on Medium. Like I know Xenia and Vlada, they have a pretty good Medium page going where they're posting posts over there all the time. And that's awesome. Are you going to be over on social media trying to market, and advertise these things? Like I said, we do a lot of Twitter ads. We've done Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, YouTube ads. We've done it all. We just found that Twitter gets a better result, so that's what we planned, out. And we have, now a 3-month, 90-day plan for Twitter, and just plan everything out, and it's going exceptionally well. And you need to figure out what your marketing and advertising is going to be, right up front. Then generally, I put some content up, and like when I launch my Karma Cash Flow membership, all right, it's going to come with the accompanied course, the Passive Income Success Path course, but I will only have about 2 weeks worth of content up, all right, and that's it, all right, because I want to, give them enough first before I just go all out and create this, huge elaborate course, because I don't know exactly what everybody's going to be looking for. That's why I want to get beta testers in so that they can go through what's there, give me feedback on it, and I can customize the rest from there. So definitely put some content up. And then number 9, which is super, super important, is member onboarding, and then taking care of your members once they're a part of your membership. So member onboarding is not something that I ever thought about in the past, up until maybe about a year or two ago. And I didn't realize how important it was. And it was through a podcast that I heard. I don't remember what podcast it was, but a person was speaking about the onboarding process for memberships. And it was in that podcast that I realized how important that onboarding process is. The second that a person decides to come into your membership, where do they go from there? Do they go to a welcome message? What emails are they getting? Do they have any direct response back from you personally? Like I use this app called Bonjoro, right? And Bonjoro, I don't know if you all can see this, if it will. There it is, Bonjoro. It is a fantastic little application that when someone signs up for the membership, I get contacted through Bonjoro that says, hey, you have another Bonjoro to do. So I click one little button. I do a video, a personal video directly to that person that just signed up to help with the onboarding process. You might also want to consider doing a consulting call, maybe a 15-minute personal one-on-one conversation with them when they sign up. These little things drastically help with a person staying in your membership. You also have to decide on how best to serve your customers, your clients, once they are in your membership. How are you going to handle any type of customer service issues? If a person wants to cancel their memberships, how are you going to handle that? Is there going to be something automated? Is it going to be more manual? Are you going to have a survey, an exit survey that they do? All of that has to be fleshed out. And once you have all of this stuff fleshed out and you have your membership rolling, as long as you're doing your marketing correctly, you have everything planned out first, you're consistently providing value to them, not too much, but enough. You have a good onboarding process, and you're taking care of your members that are already in there. You're going to have a very successful membership. Right now with our, one of the ways that we're going to provide even more value to our Jiu-Jitsu members is that we are going to be doing live Zoom calls with them on a weekly basis, so that the person can actually see us working and ask their questions. They get live feedback. I can see them, or we can see them, and they can see us. They can ask their questions. We can show them the right techniques and so forth, and critique them on the spot. And this is something that we had decided to do because we were doing it with our members, and then at one point, and then we were like, well, let's go ahead and do this, just full bore in our membership. And it just provides that little extra value and connection and relationship building with our members. And I think it's going to be really good. We actually have not done our first one yet with everybody. Like I said, we were doing it with our members for our school, and now we're doing it for everybody else as well that are in our membership. We haven't done our first one yet. That's coming up, but it should be really, really good. Um, let's see. I swear 20 minutes sleep brings me more than 500 coffees, but okay, caffeine doesn't work on me. Dude, caffeine doesn't work on me either. Like, seriously. I drink so much coffee, and I used to live off of Red Bulls and Monsters. Caffeine has no effect. I drink coffee because I like coffee. Let's see. Yeah, I love coffee. Yep. Da, da, da. 15 to 16 cups a day. Wow. That's pushing on me. Like, I have gotten up to 15, 16 before. My general is about 9, to be honest. But, yeah. Let's see. Looking for questions here. Let's see. Dang phone. Da, da, da. Consult the Blind Guy says, Karma Cash would be prepared for number 1. I recommend you. And Pat for business, my top 2 recommendations. Dude, I appreciate that. Really, really do. Pat is awesome. Don't watch me. Go to him. Just Samson in the house. How's it going, my friend? Says, hey, all, I'm still on my bike. Just popping in to say, what up? Yo, Karma. What's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Susan says, I've been told to do pricing structure like this, but making your middle price be really what you want to have coming in monthly. Okay. For me, it doesn't really matter on price. Like, it doesn't matter coming in as $27 or $49 or $149. To me, just, the middle price is only there to get them to see that higher priced tier. And really that's it. It's not about manipulation or anything like that. It's just, when you give 2 tiers like the $27 and $49 one, they don't really see the $49 one, right? Because they're now just basing off of price. So they're like, oh, well, let me check out this $27 one. Yeah, that's good enough for me. And that's what they buy. So the $44 one is just meant to get them to see the $49 one, so that they can look at it and go, oh wow, there is a ton of stuff here. Otherwise, they don't see it. It's kind of like banner blindness, and ad blindness. You go onto Facebook, and we have habitually, put things on the upper level or on the right sidebar. That's where we put our ads. And so what ends up happening is that we don't see those anymore. We consciously make the decision not to even look in those places so that we never see them. And so when it comes down to something like that, we are blind to that higher level price. So that middle price is just meant to get them to see it. That's it. Early says, I can't stick around for too long. Already past 10 here, but I've been enjoying this live. Thanks so much. You're welcome so much. And again, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. I'm terrible with it. Let's see. This is Path anyway. Just going through. Question. What do you think of audio training versus video training for memberships? Yeah. I mean, any amount of content is good. I know places that they only do audio for their content because they do a podcast and everything like that. And then I know people that, their membership courses and everything like that is only text. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Just be consistent with what you do. But yeah, I like the idea. Xenia and Vlado saying platform of community is such a hard decision. It is. It is. Also says Circle needs an app. They are coming out with an app. In I believe it's like less than 10 days now. They'll have an iPhone app, and then like a month later they're going to come out with a Android app. Sorry, can't think. Xenia Vlada is also saying running a business without a single penny invested. Okay, if that's what you want to do. I like investing money into my businesses. Again, I do a lot of paid advertising, and it's just because I see a really good return with it. You know, again, like I said yesterday, if you had a vending machine that you put $1 in and get $2 out, how often would you do that? Francis just signed up for Bonjoro. Awesome, awesome. That is Bonjoro is fantastic. Definitely utilize it. I wish I would have done used Bonjoro earlier. I was doing videos and everything prior to that, but everything was manual and it was a big headache. I didn't have, you know, an app on my phone that it notified me and I could just hit a button, do my my video, and then it automatically sent it. I had to, you know, do a video on my phone or on my camera and upload it to YouTube, and then go into my email, send them an email with the link to YouTube. It was a mess. So glad that I use Bonjoro now. My teenager is asking to try out energy drinks loaded with caffeine. I'm going to say no to that. Yes, absolutely not. I guess this is in reference to my bird, Jarvis. I didn't even hear him. Francis is asking, I am considering Thinkific now. How is it different from Teachable? It's pretty much the exact same thing as Teachable. Just it's much nicer UI. You can customize it a little bit more than Teachable. And you can actually do a little bit more with Thinkific than you can with Teachable. I know Teachable is now coming out with some new stuff, and I don't really know too much about the new stuff. That's maybe something that you could ask Pat about. You know, any new stuff that's coming out with Teachable. But it's essentially the same thing. I prefer Thinkific, and you know, you could try out the free version with Thinkific. Try it out, test it out. Again, links in the description below. And see, you know, if it works for you. Oh yeah. Xenia and Vlada said, you know, try the free version. Absolutely. So that's all I got, guys. We are 10 minutes past already. If you have any other questions, you know, you can let me know. If not, I thank you all for being here with me today. I really appreciate that. It is crazy that time has already gone by for this. Really? Consult the blind guy is saying, "Holy cow, really, Kara?" I heard him from across the room. You see, I'm so focused, I don't hear him, and I almost never hear him unless I'm like in that room, or he's out here or something like that. I almost never hear him. It's kind of like, you know, you don't hear your kids when they're talking to you. Sometimes you just kind of tune them out. I'm so used to it. I just tuned them out. So hopefully this has been helpful. I will be continuing to do, you know, during LEDA. For those that don't know, I am doing live every day in August, which is a challenge called LEDA. And during this month of August, I'll be going live every single day, and I will provide even more value on membership levels, go a little bit deeper. This is kind of just a super quick overview of different steps that you need to take. I will be going deeper. Maybe I'll even have a couple of guests on here to talk more about memberships as well. So that's all I got for you guys today. Really, really thank you all for being here. And for those that don't know about it yet, go and check out my friend Pat Flynn. He is about to do a live stream in about 15 minutes. You can go there, go to patflynn.com/the-income-stream and check him out. He is awesome. He provides a ton of value. And we will see you next time, guys. So take care. Peace.
Bruh.